Arsenal Fan TV here, reacting to the Champions League draw that's just been made, and it is a tough one. In case you don't know, just to let you know, all Arsenal fans, that Arsenal have yet again drawn Borussia Dortmund, so we know that's going to be tough. We've also drawn Galatasaray, who we always know that's a tough game when we play Galatasaray. They've got a decent record against us, and Anderlecht from Belgium. So that is our group. Group D: Arsenal, Galatasaray, Borussia Dortmund, and Anderlecht. Three top teams in there, and that is going to be a hard group to get out of, a hard group to win. We're going to have to be on our A game, a winnable group. We beat Borussia Dortmund, of course, last year away from home, famously, although we did lose to him at our place, but there were two very close games. Last time we played Galatasaray was in the Emirates Cup, and they beat us, but you can't completely go off of that. But Galatasaray, as we know, are a good team. They spend lots of money, always one of the top Turkish teams, and we saw by playing Besiktas yesterday, who are not as good as Galatasaray, that Turkish teams are good. They do fight right to the death. They got a very, very passionate followings, home and away. So that, you know, we all know the famous "Welcome to Hell" banners that go up there at Galatasaray, so we know that that is going to be a really tough game. And Anderlecht, the top Belgium club, very well supported in Belgium, haven't had a great record in recent times in the Champions League and getting out of their group, but will definitely offer strong opposition, and again we will have to be on our game to beat them in both games. So that is our group. Very tough group. Let's also take a look at some of the other groups and what the other teams have drawn. Let's have a look at the English teams. I think Liverpool have got a pretty decent group in their draw for their first trip back, and especially considering that they weren't a seeded team. They've drawn Real Madrid. All right, we know that's going to be very tough for them. Gareth Bale, of course, will be going back to, be going over to play in Liverpool, etc. They've also drawn Basel, which is a winnable game, although Basel are a pretty decent team, decent pedigree in the Champions League. And they've drawn the team that's the fairy tale team, the team that got through last night in the group stages from Bulgaria by beating, well, I forgot who they beat, but they won on penalties with one of their outfield players going in goal when their goalkeeper got sent off. And he saved two penalties, and that is Ludogorets Razgrad. And but come on, that's an easy game for Liverpool. So I know, I'm sure all Liverpool fans are going to be really pleased with that. Manchester City, but on the other hand, they've drawn another, possibly even harder group than what we've drawn. They've drawn Bayern Munich, who, of course, again, they had last year. CSKA Moscow, which that will be tough, never easy to go away to Russia, and also Roma, who are a very, very good Italian team. So that's a very tough group for Manchester City. And Chelsea, as usual, another easy group for Chelsea, in my opinion. They've drawn Schalke, who they've destroyed over the years. They've got Sporting Lisbon, who, well, they might be missing Carvalho if we sign him, and Maribor. Now, to me, that looks a pretty, you know, Jose Mourinho's will be looking at that and having a nice glass of wine tonight, because that's a very, very easy group. And just to run through the other groups, Group A, that's Atletico Madrid, Juventus, Olympiacos, and Malmo. So you'd have thought they're the two top seeds. Atletico and Juventus will go through in that. The other group, Group C, Benfica, Zenit St. Petersburg, Bayer Leverkusen, and Monaco. That's another pretty hard group. They're very evenly matched. Group F, Barcelona, Paris Saint-Germain, again, Ajax, and Apoel Nicosia. And Group H is Porto, Shakhtar Donetsk, Atletico Bilbao, and Bate Borisov. You wouldn't have wanted to have been in that group. But no doubt about it, Arsenal group is a tough group, and we are definitely going to have to be on our best to get through that group. Let's see what you guys are just saying there quickly in the comments. Pavan says it's difficult but doable. He said we will do it, and he said come Chelsea, it gets such an easy draw yet again. That's just how it goes, mate. That's how it goes. But they have got an easy draw, but we're going to have to listen. Sometimes it's better to get a tough thing right from the start and just get through it. Dip Patel says, although it's tough, I think that we will be at the top of it. He also says it's much better and much easier than Manchester City's group. Obi says, I'm confident that we will qualify. Now we need to get the players in we need before Monday. Now that is a great point. We see that group, Borussia Dortmund once again, Galatasaray, Anderlecht. We've got to have a good squad to get through that group, to win that group. We want to win that group, really. We always seem to be finishing runners-up. If we want to win that group, we may need, well, we know we need a couple of players. Come on, Arsene Wenger, go out there, get the checkbook out, make the right signings, because, you know, we want to make a good account of ourselves this year in the Champions League. Majita, oh, sorry, I lost that one. Mikolash, I hope I pronounced that right. He says, so basically it's Galatasaray in place of Napoli, more or less, very similar. Armin says, talk transfers a bit. I just said a bit of transfer news. Come on, Wenger, get a few signings in. Keon says, tough draw, but we can get through this. And he says, come on, you Gunners. Cafalo Neil says, easier group than last year, definitely. Still some tough away games in there, especially Dortmund and Galatasaray, definitely. Ika says he thinks that we've got the hardest group. Possibly, I don't know, I think Man City's group is a little bit harder than ours. Couple more here. Ravan says, since Napoli are out, we should go hard and try and get Higuain. That's true. Higuain's a Europa League football for him, as they got knocked out last night. And this is a great point as well by Abdallah. And he says, Dortmund will not sell us Marco Reus now that we've got to play them. And that's very true. There's no way they're going to want to sell us Reus now that they're going to have to play us in the Champions League. So there you have it. That is the draw. Let me just read it out for you again. I'm going to go through all the groups. Group A, Atletico Madrid, Juventus, Olympiacos and Malmo. Group B, Real Madrid, Basel, Liverpool, Ludogorets, Razgrad from Bulgaria. Group C, Benfica, Zenit St. Petersburg, Bayer Leverkusen and Monaco. Group D, our group, Arsenal, Borussia Dortmund, Galatasaray and Anderlecht. Group E, Bayern Munich, Manchester City, CSKA Moscow and Roma, tough one as well. Group F, Barcelona, Paris Saint-Germain, Ajax and Apoel Nicosia. Group G, easy group for Chelsea, Schalke from Germany, Sporting Lisbon from Portugal and Maribor. And finally, Group H, which will be Porto, Shakhtar Donetsk, Atletico Bilbao and Bate Borisov. Leave your comments below. Let us know what you think. Do you think that we'll be able to get out of the group? Do you think we can top that group this year? We need to top the group for once. Do we have the team and the squad to do that? Or what additions do we need to make to finish top of that group? And also let us know if you're happy with that group, if you think we can get through. Once again, Arsenal fans, just reminding you, it's Galatasaray, it's Borussia Dortmund and Anderlecht in our group, Group D. It's going to be tough, but this is why we're in it. We're in it to try and win it, and we're in it because it's all about being one of the elite teams, which we are. So let's see if we can make a great account of ourselves.